Hey guys, what is up? Sam or Scorpio here, bringing you guys a very exciting Blundergat video. Now that Black Ops 4 has officially launched worldwide, everyone can play it. I thought I'd bring you this video to break down how all the wonder weapons inside the map that we know so far are built. So this is going to include all three of the different Blundergats, which is going to include the normal Blundergat, the Magmagat, and the Acid Gat. So if you want to build all three of them in one game, you can go ahead and do that. And I'll also be going over the Hell's Retriever, because it does play a part in getting that free Blundergat that we will be using in this, because I thought it was a nifty little feature that we can do. So to start off with the Hell's Retriever, I'm going to give you a quick breakdown because it's very simple. This works the exact same as Mob of the Dead, where you have to fill dog heads, except the locations beside one are different. So firstly, if we come out of our normal spawn and head over down this wee slope here out of it, you will actually see we end up in the new Industries building. In this back corner is where you'll find is the first dog that we have to fill here. These take approximately 5-6 souls, I'd say. Very easy to do. You have to charge them one at a time for those who didn't play the OG mob. Now moving on to the second location, that can be found in actually its original spot just outside the spawn in the cell block. Again, this is a bit more of a cramped area, so try and be nice and careful here, or you will get slapped about real easy. And then for our final location, you're actually going to want to head out the back of where Speed Collar used to be and where the Warden's office is now, towards the Warden's house, where outside of which we can charge souls for our final dog head. Now the thing you may notice that's a bit interesting actually is that the location where you would used to pick up the Hell's Retriever, as you see on screen here, when you go over to it, the place is, well, it's slightly collapsed. So you may notice we can see this whole lava pit here, but you can see it sitting down there after they're all filled. So the way you're going to do this is you're going to go pretty much to either the Warden's house or the shower block here, and you're just going to go through this little transport system. And whilst you're moving, you can hold square to pick up that Hell's Retriever, and that is pretty much how you acquire that. Now we're going to move on to that free Blundergat. So the next thing we're going to be getting is actually a free Blundergat that you can actually get in game. Normally this weapon can be acquired from the box, but that's how you get it for free. Now first up, the Spectral Shield will help. I will link a video down below from our by a UK gamer as to how to get that. Now if you go over to where I am, you'll see if you ADS, you'll see a skull. Throw your Hell's Retriever precisely at that point and it will pick it up, just as you did in the original mob. Then if we go out to the back of the Warden's house, you'll see something similar on this light post. Pretty much the Spectral Shield, when you ADS, has this afterlife vision where you can actually see these skulls. It's really cool to actually see. And then next up, if we go up to the roof, through the infirmary, and if we just look at the back of Pack-a-Punch here, you can see just sitting on this little block of wood, it looks like, there is another skull. There's 5 we have to get in total, so as you can see we've already got 3 so far. 3 of them are the same as the original, so the fans of the original will be very familiar with what we're doing here. Now if you just take the gondola or go through the Citadel to go down to the docks, you'll see another one, again an original spawn, sitting on this post here. And now we're actually going to move on to our final spawn, which will be sat up in the original, well not the original, the brand new area, and it's just kind of on this wee staircase bit up to this, well, building here. If we just throw it out, you will get our 5th one. Now you're going to want to head back to the Warden's office. Now this was where Speedcore used to be, where, well, generally there's a lot of stuff here, and you'll actually see sitting on the table is a free Blundergat. This is obviously completely free. It's a brilliant thing here, and I'll just show you guys a wee bit of gameplay of it. Generally in use, it's a really powerful shotgun type weapon. It does obviously have a bit of a slow reload, but overall it is a very cool weapon. You can actually pack-a-punch this weapon to become the sweeper, and what's really cool, right, is if you take that upgraded version, the sweeper, and then use it for the follow-up Easter eggs, in the next one with the Magmagat and the Acid Gat, you will actually get the upgraded versions of those weapons right off the bat. You're not going to lose the upgrade, which is really nice and cool. So you only have to pack-a-punch one Blundergat to do all these upgrades, which I think is a really nice little feature. Now we're going to move on to the Magmagat. So the Magmagat is probably the most Easter egg step heavy out of these, and it's probably the only Easter egg we actually have solved on Blood. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your Blundergat, which can be Pack-a-Punch if you want, go take it to the Warden's house and place it in this fireplace. After this is placed, you're going to want to kill zombies, dogs, anything around it, and you'll see they actually drop these little blue orbs of souls. Pick them up as you go along pretty much, and you'll see there's actually skulls on the fireplace. You need to light up all 3 for this process to be done so that you can move on to the next step. We got a Brutus here, and this sometimes happens. It doesn't happen every game, but just watch out because it is a very tight area, so you're going to need to be careful here. Everything you kill here, you will have to actually run over the souls of to collect it, which is an interesting little change from the past games, honestly. And then after this is done, you will see there is the tempered Blundergat sitting inside the fireplace, which is all blue. This bit is going to be very quick, so make sure you have the whole map open. You're going to want to pick that up, and you're going to want to follow my path. Then you're going to want to go up to these blue barrels of fire, interact with them, and you'll see, well, you've got the blue bit on the end of your Blundergat. Now you're going to want to keep running and keep going up to these blue barrels and following my path, because if not, then over time it will go out and you will have to go and repeat this process from the start, unfortunately, to re-temper it. So if you just follow my path, you will be fine. Run nice and fast. Make sure the map is open. Now you may notice we do only have 5 shots in it. This pretty much means that particularly in solo, when you've got no one to protect you, because you have to hold this out at all times, you're gonna need to be careful with your shots, because otherwise you're gonna get screwed up and you're gonna run out of ammo, because that's all you have to protect yourself for the entire duration. The hardest bit is probably this catwalk area here, honestly, which overall I'd say is one of the hardest bits of the map as a whole. You're just going to need to make sure you don't miss any of these blue barrels, because if you do, you're probably going to fail the process, to be honest. And our end goal with this is actually down in the New Industries building, where we started off with one of the Hell's Retriever bits. And the reason for that is this is where one of the forges, as you can see, it almost goes out and it almost cools down, but you have to make sure it keeps its heat. And I actually just managed to catch this in time here. And you just have to dump it in the forge, and then you'll see this really nice spirits animation thing, and then it will forge your Magmagat. Now with this, pretty much you can do a really cool effect where you can actually light the zombies on fire and stuff, and it will burn at them and stuff. It works a little bit like the acid cat, but honestly, in my opinion, it's nowhere near as good. It is a trophy, so it's going to be something you're going to want to make sure to learn, but overall I'd say it's not the most powerful wonder weapon ever. It will probably have some kind of involvement with the Easter egg. Pack-a-Punch is a little bit better, obviously, but it's still honestly far from the greatest wonder weapon. And yeah, time to move on to our final upgrade, which is the Acid Gat. So it's time to get into our final upgrade to pretty much complete the set of all these awesome Blundergats that you can actually get, and this is the Acid Gat, obviously one that was in the original, and when you Pack-a-Punch it, it becomes the Vitrolic Withering. As I say, when you complete this upgrade, if you put in either an upgraded Magmagat or an upgraded Blundergat, it will actually remain upgraded, and you will get the Vitrolic Withering out of it, which is a nice little feature. This is the simplest of the 2 upgrades, honestly, out of Magmagat and the Acid Gat. This is by far simpler. Pretty much you just have to collect 3 parts, which I'm going to walk you through right here. So the first part is going to be this little case thing, which if you go out the back of New Industries and head up towards the Model Industries building, you can find this case just sat on the ground here, ready to be collected. Now the second part is going to be found in the Warden's office. You will have to open this with the Warden's key, which you get by killing Brutus, but obviously Punk had already opened this, and then in there you can just pick up the part. And the next one also has to be unlocked, and it's up in the infirmary back where you used to get a plane part. Now pretty much with this, all you have to do is take it down to the docks or up near where Electric Cherry used to be, or any build table in the map pretty much actually, and you can just build the Acid Gat kit. Now with this you can put any Blundergat into it, and you will get out an Acid Gat upgrade. In my opinion, this is one of the coolest upgrades out of, probably Zombies Wonder Weapon history. What it will do is actually attract Wonder Weapon. It will attract Wonder Weapon. What am I on about? Sorry about that. It will attract zombies to the spot, which is a really cool little feature. It will attract them, to these kind of green pheromone things, and then it will kind of blow up and kill them. It's great for traps and stuff. You can actually track them directly into like the acid trap up in the cafeteria, which will absolutely shred zombies. So with that, guys, that's going to wrap up the video. I hope you guys have enjoyed and found this informative. If you have, make sure to drop a like, to subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you on a lot more Black Ops 4 Zombies content. Bye!